don't you have free will to curse word to to speak unrighteousness? Don't we all, doesn't even the world make judgments on certain things? So how is it when the gospel is preached that people hate it? That people don't want to hear it, and they think it's strange when someone preaches the gospel, the true gospel. They don't want to hear it. So how is it that the world can make statements? The world can proclaim unrighteousness. That the world can proclaim LGBTQ. Right? They proclaim Pride Month in the NBA. They proclaim it. They show it to the world. They say, come join us for Pride Month, to celebrate unrighteousness. They proclaim it. They proclaim it on the billboards. They proclaim it in the streets. Unrighteousness. So how is it that one can't speak righteousness? How is it one that how are they to say that you man, this man is crazy? This man, to the Christian, you're making the wrong statements. How is it that you can tell the man that he can't speak the truth?
Welcome to another episode of Shah Sports and Faith, and also I'm gonna post this on Facebook, which is Followers of Christ Ministries. Brother Rashad Brown here, and in today's topic, what I'm talking about today is a sports topic and a faith-based topic. And what I'm talking about today is stand for something or fall for anything. Stand for something or fall for anything. A few days ago, Jaden Ivey, 6'3", probably combo guard, probably can play shooting guard, a little bit of point guard. I think his first career is averaging about 11 points per game. Career high was like 17 points per game. So he's a pretty solid player. I think he was averaging about maybe about 8 with the Bulls. Only played like 4 games with the Bulls. Started out with Detroit, got traded. Been battling some injuries. And he was on Instagram. And on Instagram, he was just said, I guess, venting a little bit. And he was, as you see, he's talking about like, man, we all have free will. We all have could say what's on our mind. And in the NBA, they celebrate as if in the NFL and a lot of other sporting leagues, they celebrate holidays like, or not holidays, they celebrate Pride Month or celebrate Pride for gay people. And he's like, man, this world is so crazy that they can celebrate wickedness, but if you speak about God, you're crazy. If you speak about Yeshua, if you speak about Yahweh, you're weird. You know, they don't want you to talk about that. They fire you, as they did Jaden Ivey. The Bulls end up letting him go a few days ago. And his wife ended up now I hear that his wife is he hadn't really heard from his wife. His wife is looking like she wants to separate from him. And you have a lot of people in the sports media criticizing him, like, dude, you was foolish for even speaking of this because this is messing with your money. And you are hurting a lot of people by speaking your religious rhetoric. But the Bible says that in Luke 9:26, if anyone is ashamed of me and my message, the Son of Man will be ashamed of that person when he returns in his glory and in the glory of the Father and the holy angels. So the Bible is telling us that we shouldn't be ashamed of being a follower of Yeshua. That's what Yeshua was telling us. Anybody that's ashamed of me, anybody that won't speak up for me, anybody that won't proclaim that they are a follower of me, not me, but Yeshua, that, hey, don't worry about it. At the end of the days, Yeshua will be ashamed of you. You won't make it to heaven. When you die, you won't make it to heaven. For any follower of Christ, they are separate from the world. Any follower of Yeshua is separate from the world. In Luke 9:23, then he said to the crowd, if any of you wants to be a follower of me, you must give up your own way, take up your cross daily, and follow me. So a follower of Yeshua is separate from the world. The Bible says, wide is the path towards destruction, and easy is that path. But the path towards salvation is a difficult road, and few travel that road. Most of this world is wicked. Most of this world is following their father, the devil, Satan. That's why you got all this wickedness and this drama and this confusion in this world. What is the spirit of Satan? What is the spirit of the devil and his demons? What the spirit of the devil and his demons is sexual morality. What is sexual morality? Sleeping with someone else's spouse. That's sexual morality. Is adultery. Sleeping with family members. That's really what fornication is. Sleeping with family members. Sleeping with animals. A man sleeping with a man as he will sleep with a woman. A woman sleeping with another woman as she will sleep with a man. The Bible says that marriage is between a man and a woman. Sexual intercourse is between a man and a woman, not two men, not two women. That is not marriage. But the world says you can marry. Two men can be married. Two women can be married. And if you speak out against it, you hate gay people. You're a fool. This world is so wicked. You can't even reproduce. Two men can't reproduce. Two women can't reproduce. You got people calling themselves transgendering. They changing themselves from men to women. But God ain't with that. God is not pleased with that, because life on this earth is temporary. You might live 70 years, but life after earth is forever. So who wants to go to because if you say to yourself, I'm going to sleep with a man because my desire is to be with a man and I'm a man, God said, oh, if you die in that, there's consequences for your actions, and it's eternal torment. And it's weird. Two men sleeping with each other. This is my husband and husband. That's weird. A wife and a wife. That's weird. But the world says it's okay. The world says, hey man, this is the way. For in Isaiah 5:19-21, they even mock God and say, the world that is, hurry up and do something. They melon him. Hurry up and say something. They melon Yahweh. We want to see what you can do. Let the Holy One of Israel carry out his plan. For we want to know what it is. What sorrow for those who say evil is good and good is evil. That's what Yahweh is saying. People who say evil is good and good is evil. That dark is light and light is darkness. That bitter is sweet and sweet is bitter. We're sorry for those who are wise in their own eyes and think themselves so clever. You know, people, they follow the devil again. to where they're so confused, and the devil is the author of confusion, they think that the way the devil tells them is the right way. They are so lost. That's why they're walking in darkness. That's why they criticize Jaden Ivey for speaking out against this foolishness. To where now they putting gay stuff in cartoons. But they trying to program the little children to get them. They putting gay stuff all in movies. Look like every movie, every show has to have some gay stuff. Man, it's got even ridiculous. To me, I think it's too much sexual content, too much cussing. I watch shows from the 60s. It wasn't a lot of all that cussing. It wasn't a lot of that vulgar language. It wasn't people getting in the bed and look like they truly having sex. Man, you may see them kissing on the cheek, and then they go to the next scene. You ain't see none of that. You ain't see no cussing. You ain't see women in short dresses. They had long dresses. This world has gotten so wicked, and that's why the drama is what it is. They took prayer out of schools to why now that's why you get shooting in schools and people fighting in schools. All this drama going on in schools. Don't even want you to whoop your children. People has gotten so far from God, and then they come and say, oh, why is this going on? Why is this crime going on? Because you left God out of the equation. How you gonna say that the creation gonna think to themselves that I know better than my creator? The one who created you. And the Bible is the Bible is the guide to your life. But you're gonna say to yourself, and a lot of these worldly people, that I know better than the Yahweh who created me. Foolishness. John 3:19. And judgment is based on this facts, that God light came into the world, but people love darkness more than light, for their actions are evil. This is what we got going on in this crazy world. But you know, a lot of people, even some Christians, oh, he foolish. He should have never said that. He done messed up his money. You making tens and millions of dollars in the NBA. Hey man, you ain't have to say that. You can still be a follower of Christ. But the Bible says, whoever is ashamed of me, I'll be ashamed of them in heaven. They let all this wickedness go out. When the Bible says, go into ye all of the world and tell people about Yeshua, so you can win so many people to Christ everywhere. Tell them. Because if you're not telling them, all they seeing is wickedness. All they seeing is the devil. So to combat that, somebody need to come back there at them with the goodness of God and spreading his word, and while also living it, being an example, telling them in love. And how that brother did it was in love. But this world is so wicked, they want to condemn him. Now they trying to say he's crazy and he's mentally ill. Ain't nothing wrong with that brother, but it's just he's trying to follow Yeshua, and he is faithful and he's bold in speaking it out. And very few people would do what that brother did, we'll say. But yet, they would call themselves a follower of Yeshua. That's why the Bible says, wide is the path towards destruction. Even a lot of people that say, Lord, Lord, Lord. And God like, you don't know me? I don't know you. A lot of people call them, say they're a follower of Yeshua, but they're doing a lot of things of the world, which the Bible says anybody that is a friend of the world is the enemy of me. Because if you're following Yeshua, you are opposite of the world. You don't follow the world. You look weird to the world. You look whack to the world, and the world gonna come at you. Why? The world hated Yeshua, so the world gonna hate anybody that's a follower of Yeshua. And that's why this brother is going in. And I am suggesting that every follower of Christ support this brother. Go buy his jerseys. Man, if there's any way we can send some money, whatever we could do to support this brother, because they're going to try to come at him. Let's support him. Christians, people that's following Yeshua need to stick together. This brother is bold, man. I admire what this brother do, man. What this brother did, man. Man, it makes me feel so good. It's a fire that jumped up inside of me because I love what this brother doing. I'm supporting Jaden all the way. And anybody that's gonna be sold out for Yeshua to where they willing to step out on their faith, man. It's gonna come a time where they're gonna kill people in America if you proclaim Yeshua. It's gonna come a time. And it's gonna come a time when you can't eat if you ain't got that mark on you. It's coming a time to that. The mark of the beast, that is. And I don't think it's going to be very long, buddy. Right now, we need to build up our faith in him. Because he want to see if you truly about him or not. Yo, like this. If you feel this bless you, share it to someone. Hey man, you all have a blessed and prosperous day. Stand for something, which that something is Yeshua. Fall for anything. If you ain't gonna stand up for Yeshua, Yeshua won't know you. And when it's time for you to die, you'll be in hell with a lot of the world who follows the devil. Peace and love.